Glenn here from Natural Horseman Saddles, and I'd like to give you a little walkthrough tour of our heavy-duty ranch roper saddle, which is a buckaroo working tool. This is a saddle for getting a lot done out on the range and looking good whenever you do it. The people who really know what they're doing in a working saddle tell us what we want to hear, and that is this takes care of their horses like a traditional working saddle never has. Let's talk about the features and benefits of this particular saddle model, starting at the front. That's the really identifying feature of this saddle. It's known as a Wade profile. You can read about that. It's an historic shape of a saddle. In our case, our horn is called a Guadalajara Horn, which refers again to a style and a function, but it's a broad, flat horn with a fairly low center of gravity, so dallying around it is very easy. It doesn't get in your way when you're trying to hold a heavy animal. The fork itself is quite thick front to back for good substance. It's all one piece of wood under here, covered with leather, wrapped with mule hide. Mule hide will take the friction of the rope and is often replaced by a working cowboy who uses it regularly. It's easy to do. The rope strap will coil just the right number of times around your rope to make it good and sturdy to hang on to when you need it, but also easy to undo and get going with. The buckrows, of course, are also a traditional vaquero buckaroo feature, and good to hook your legs into in an oh-no situation should that happen, or also in a real working situation where you want nice leverage with your whole body. Now let's take a look at the center of the saddle, the seat. Really important for all day long in security, no matter what you're doing. This has a nice deep pocket with a padded inset that is really, really comfortable. The dish of the cantle is just enough to give real security, but the cantle isn't so high that you'd be trapped if you had to get out of it. The skirts of our roper are more minimal in profile compared to traditional roping saddles, but horses really appreciate that in a lateral flexion movement. The back billets on either side of your saddle have handy knife holders, Leatherman tool holders, hoof pick holders, a hobble keeper so that you can, if you're working out on the range, you can hang your hobbles and carry them with you. Our back cinch hardware is lovely heavy-duty roller buckles. The cinch itself always carries a cinch hobble to connect to your main cinch, and in the case of our ropers, we make them a little bit longer so that you can organize them wherever you would care to leave real estate on your horse's body for your spur. The fenders of our roper are made of heavy gauge leather that's a little wider than our other sports saddles. The stirrups generally have a wooden heel plate on the back, which is something our working cowboys generally prefer. This customer ordered them without them, but these are the big bell stirrups that are classic favorites of this style saddle. Choose from a variety of leather colors, and of course you can have rough out or smooth on various saddle parts. You may choose brass or steel oriented hardware, and there are quite a variety of conchos that are awfully pretty to choose from. You can make this saddle your own. This is your custom ranch roper. If you're watching this video, you've probably already become familiar with our Smart Flex foundation, which is proprietary to us, and the shape of it takes care of your horse like no other shape in a saddle. The flexible bars and ground seat are a delicious component of all of our saddles. In our working saddles, we reinforce the bars and ground seat with hand-skived leather in such a way that the saddle will not twist too much on your horse when you're holding a heavy animal. It's a wonderful working saddle. It takes care of your horse like no other. So, I hope I've given you an idea that this saddle is a working saddle that you can also have an awful lot of fun in, and so can your horse. To know that your horse is really enjoying the journey with you, no matter how hard the work out on the range, is a wonderful, peaceful thing. We're very proud to offer that to you. If you have any questions, please know we have a terrific team of people waiting to hear from you. Email us at saddles@naturalhorsemansaddles.com with your questions, your choices, your thoughts, and take a test ride if you can. It's time to cowboy up the smart way. naturalhorsemansaddles.com.